Hello Aries, all placements, welcome to your reading Aries. We'll be taking a look at the emotional difficulties you might be facing and how that is blocking or creating blockages in your love life and how that is affecting your love life and your life as a whole. Okay Aries, okay. I'm gonna start by pulling you an overall energy. Okay. Okay. The Star. So healing. You healing. I see you healing from the past, Aries. Okay. You might be healing from the past at this time, revisiting the things that hurt you and understanding your role in it so that you can free yourself from them. Understanding that you're only just a human being as well as everyone else around you, and it's okay to be confused and uncertain about certain things. It's okay to be confused and uncertain about your own emotions at times, because you, out of all people, know yourself and you know all that you've been through and how it has impacted you. And your experiences in life have made you to be extremely vigilant of everything around you. So you see everything, you know everything, you hear everything, you're tapped in, you're one with the air, the stars, you're one with the trees, the birds, you're one with the water, okay? And you definitely one with the fire. You tapped in. And because you tapped in, you can't miss anything. Don't start doubting yourself now. Especially if you feel something very heavily in your spirit, in your intuition. Don't start doubting yourself now. Okay, in order to beat the system, you have to understand it. In order to beat the enemy, understand his tactics. I feel like you've gone through a lot in your life, and what you went through has led you to understand yourself more, build a relationship with yourself, and love yourself more. Don't be too scared of your own powers, okay? Because I feel like you might be afraid of your own gifts, because maybe you feel like, you know, you might feel a little bit crazy or a little out of this world at times, okay, Aquarius. But that's okay, okay? Given someone with your leisure, your analytics, and your observancy, there is all the more reason not to be ignorant of things, okay? And when you see something, understand it. Understand it. Because I feel like you have a lot of fears that stem from your trauma, a lot of fears about how things could go wrong. It's okay to feel the way you do. Once you understand why you feel the way you do, you feel the way you do because of what you've seen. You've seen a lot of things because you've been exposed to a lot of things and cut deep in all aspects, you know what I'm saying, whether it be love, friendship, relationships. It cut deep, man, you know. It wasn't easy for you to go through things. Your world has never been easy because you were always tapped into everything. You were tapped into source. That's why you had so much power over people without even trying. That's why you can be who you are, and that's why it's so difficult for you to stay in a relationship, because you see everything and you cannot be lied to. I feel like your own gift might be playing mind tricks on you because you see everything, right? But there's some things that are not meant to be seen. I feel like you need to understand your gift so that you understand how to harness it. Your gift of being tapped in to source, to the divine, to the earth, the water, the air, and the fire. Understand who you are, okay? And understand the depth of your trauma so that you understand how much healing still needs to be done. Okay? At this time in your life, Aries, you are excuse me. Bless me. At this point and at this time in your life, Aries, you're heavily tapped into the energy of Aquarius. Okay. That's the polarity point at which you're pulling from at this time in your life, at this time in your energy. And you know, Aquarius is the star, which is, it signifies healing. So understand that you're healing, and it's a process. As everything else in your life, everything is a process, was a process, will still be a process, and is a process. Don't rush the process. Don't rush to have it all figured out. Don't rush to get it done. Because anything rushed can go wrong. So let loose with regards to your emotions so that you can be able to understand other people's emotions. Because at this time, there's a lack of emotional attachment to people around you. And I'm saying this in a way of you are not emotionally connected to people anymore. You've kind of removed or taken away your vulnerability from others without even realizing it or knowing that you're doing it. And I feel like it's because you have had to deal with so much and you've taken on a lot of heavy burdens on your shoulders, so much so that you disregard your own self, your own emotions, your own traumas, your own burdens, not seeing that you're also going through some things because you're so tapped into everything else around you and nobody understands. And people think you don't know, Aries. Seriously, I feel like you're underestimated a lot. I feel like you're the sign that's underestimated a lot. And I feel like that's the biggest mistake that people make, because you know it all. Even things that you wish you didn't know or you hadn't found out about. But you know them nonetheless. It's not what you know, it's how you deal with what you know. Because what you know is out of your control. Think about it. All that you know is out of your control, right? You knew all that you knew, and that's out of your control. You didn't choose to, acquire all that knowledge and wisdom. However, there then lies a decision that you need to make. And the decision still remains. It's whether or not you're going to allow yourself to be vulnerable. Are you going to allow yourself to give Aries. Because I feel like you are not giving anything to anyone. Not your love, not your trust. And I feel like you're good at hiding it too. You're good at hiding the lack of trust you have for people. You're good at hiding in general. But I see you. Are you gonna choose to stay in the state of limbo, of constant indecision of whether or not you are opening up or not? Opening up or not? You can't just choose to ignore things and avoid things because they hurt too much. The very reason that you're not looking at those things, you're not taking the leap of faith to take a look at those specific things, you prevent yourself from healing from them. Because then you never look back to see the truth of them. You keep making up assumptions and filling in gaps within your mind of what you think you know, but you don't know the full story because there is so much layers to your trauma. If you just take a look at things in a perspective of how did I end up here? Where did it all stem from and what happened to me? Those questions provoke a lot of emotion within you. However, ask yourself why. Why is that the reason? Why are these emotions of mine provoked so much by these questions? Why am I triggered? Because there's still healing that needs to be done. And healing that needs to be cast upon you. You still need to experience healing and light and likeness. If you bound yourself to having control of things, you'll never find healing. This is having control over your own emotions. That's why there is so much resistance from you. You've been holding so much back. You've been holding on, holding in a lot, taking in so much. That is not a way to live. You will never be free. And it's because the thing that's keeping you trapped is yourself. That's why you'll never be free. Not because you're bound by something or someone else. It's you. You are not what you know. I feel like you know too much and you wish you hadn't found out or you hadn't seen things, because I feel like you're tapped in and you don't like to look at that about yourself. You don't like to really take a look at how deeply tapped in you are. Don't let the wisdom drive you crazy. Don't let what you know drive you crazy. Don't be so guarded towards things and people, because the very people that are meant to be in your life are the people that will contribute to your healing. But you won't allow those people to be in your life if you're so guarded. You are so guarded. You're extremely guarded. You don't want to... I feel like because you are guarded, you are preventing yourself from rewriting your own history, okay? Because you are refusing to look at things in the way that they are, not what you think or want them to be. Okay? A lot has happened to you, Aries. You have a long history of things, bad things, hurtful things, very confusing things. There's a lot you've been through. However, if you look at that, all that, and connect it to yourself, that is what it will become. But if you look at it in a sense of, you know what? I had to go through all that I had to go through. Because if I hadn't went through all that I had went through, I wouldn't be this person. I wouldn't be able to be this powerful, this influential, this divine feminine, divine masculine. I wouldn't be me. Because everything that happened, even the hurtful things, the most painful things, they were there to shape you, beloved. They were there, they served one purpose, to shape you into this person that you are. So if things hadn't happened or had happened in a different way, you would have turned out differently. And it wouldn't be for the good. So understand that so you can come to acceptance of your past and your trauma and release the regret so that you can offload the burdens on your shoulders. That'll be all for you, Aries. Really hope this helped you and that this was of significance. You'll find my email listed in the description box below, Aries, if you would like to book me. I offer personal readings, love readings, spiritual path readings, as well as clairaudient, clairvoyant, clairsentient readings, which are purely intuitive, meaning no cards. And lastly, I offer one-on-one sessions with me via video calls, Zoom calls, Skype, and FaceTime, whichever one of your preference. Once again, Aries, email listed in the description box below, and I'm sending you love. Until next time. Bye.